Now at 6, members of the Haitian community in South Florida are gathering right now for a vigil in Little Haiti. They're praising a federal judge who blocked the Trump administration's attempt to end temporary protected status, known as TPS, for Haitians. Hundreds of thousands of Haitians were at risk of being sent back to their homeland. Tonight's vigil comes with a powerful message for the federal government. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter live in Little Haiti. And Yvonne, you spoke to a woman with TPS?
I spoke to a woman with TPS and a woman who's married to a man with TPS. And I can tell you, Lauren, that the day after the ruling of the federal judge, there is a sense of relief in this community. At the same time, they ask what's next. And one of those things is that the Trump administration could appeal the ruling of the federal judge. And two, the obvious question many of these people are asking is like, what should Haitians with TPS do now?
Farrell Ariu is the voice of thousands of Haitians who live in fear of the end of TPS.
At least I have some time to continue to thrive, to continue with my life, but knowing that this is just temporary.
She's not the only one. This woman who asked us not to show her face told me her husband has TPS.
He was really happy that they're trying. At least we see that there are people who cares and they're trying to help us out.
What's next for you now?
Next for us is for me personally, I should say, is to continue to adjust my status in terms of a work permit, a license. At least I can have a way to function it.
This immigration attorney has another advice for people like Lariu.
Please do not let individuals scam you and tell you that you have to reapply for your TPS application or work authorization. At this time, you don't have to do anything. You just stay and wait.
This is a pause. This is not an end.
Mayor Daniela Levin Cava also highlighted the Haitian community's contributions to South Florida. According to Homeland Security, between 330 to 350,000 Haitians are covered under TPS in the U.S. 158,000 live in Florida.
We understand the decision still may be appealed, potentially reaching the Supreme Court.
TPS is about whether it is safe to return to Haiti. The highest advisory has gone out that Americans shouldn't travel there.
And as mayor of Miami-Dade County, I stand firmly alongside the Haitian community.
And now you are looking at live images of the cultural center where dozens of members of the Haitian community are supposed to gather on a candlelight vigil that is scheduled to start at any moment. In an hour, my colleague Chelsea Jones will have a story for you at 7. We're live in Little Haiti. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.